Away from that and to education matters, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor GeorgeMagoha now says at least 80% of desks and lockers have been delivered to public schools countrywide ahead of the reopening on 4th of January. Magoha said Turkana County has recorded the lowest deliveries of the learning furnitures at 20%. And as Irene Muchuma Odim reports, an influx of learners to public schools from private institutions has become the latest norm.
Sambu Primary School in Nairobi. The school's tutors trying to maintain social distance in classrooms, also at playground. A reality which pupils and teachers alike will have to cope with as schools reopen on 4th January. The school's principal, Nelius Njoroge, says the number of new pupils expected to join the public school is more than 1,000.
If they all came by the numbers, we can have 1,000 plus who will join us, because quite a number are coming. It's only that we are also waiting to see how many will report back when we reopen schools on Monday, so that we also don't become over-congested. But we know we have capability of hosting quite a number of them.
The Minister of Education says no pupil should be turned away to join a public school.
We shall open on the 4th of January. Maybe there will be challenges as we open. We shall all together deal with them as they come. In the meantime, there is no Christmas for my team except Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
At Ruaraka Academy in Nairobi, the school's administration has stopped enrolling new learners in order to adhere to COVID-19 preventive measures.
The problem we have is that right now we cannot take any, because even right now we are trying to look for ways and means of decongesting our classes.
Grade 1 to 4 learners at the private entity will also be forced to break from midday as schools reopen to avoid congestion for pupils who rely on the school's transport services. But it's a different scenario for the St. Teresa Kisayani Academy School in Makueni. Here, the administration of the private school has resolved to turn its premises to an institute of technology owing to the effects of COVID-19. The administration says parents of all the 130 learners in the school have pulled out their children for the public primary schools, leaving the private school with fewer options of survival.
We are thinking that in case by the time we open in January, COVID will still be here with us. We have made necessary arrangements to make sure that that the students are protected.
Education Cabinet Secretary Professor GeorgeMagoha, while on an inspection tour of schools in Nairobi Wednesday, said deliveries of COVID-19 compliant desks to the public schools was at 80%, with Turkana County recording the lowest number of deliveries.
For about 3 million children who shall not afford this, the government has found machinery to provide masks to them. In fact, we have already provided masks to a large number of schools, totaling close to 1 million masks. We shall not provide masks to everybody, because I strongly believe that a large number of couples can afford 100 shillings.
The academic term for learners who had been recalled back to school amid the COVID-19 pandemic come to a close today, the 23rd of December. This is out of the norm. But even as parents prepare children for school in a fortnight, the biggest challenge remains the adoption of the new normal, both for parents, learners, and teachers amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Irene Muchuma Odim, Channel 1 in the county of Nairobi.